Artificial intelligence, it's said, will solve many problems and some mysteries. Until then, police in Virginia Beach need your help in identifying a man whose remains washed up 11 years ago. On March 28, 2015, young men traveling on ATVs and a truck happened upon portions of a human skeleton off Virginia Beach Boulevard near Burdeneck.
They found a skeleton, so there's no telling how long that body's been there.
Really sad. Hopefully there wasn't. Hopefully somebody that's been missing for a while.
11 years later, Detective Amy Lambert is on the case.
Those remains could have been brought there down the creek. It could have been a storm. It could have been animal activity brought them there. We don't actually know that he died there. And the ME determined that he'd been dead over a year, possibly up to 2 years.
Take a close look. The Virginia Beach Police Department may be one step closer to answering the questions: who is this man and how did he die? The FBI reconstructed his face and offered estimates on the rest of his features.
A white male, he was 40 to 65 years old, about 5'2" to 5'7". He had a broken clavicle and a prior broken nose. And we still don't know who he is.
Police are working the case with the state medical examiner's office. Laura Newell is in charge of the bone room. That's where the remains of 326 other unknown people are stored.
We also hope that you guys will share this information with your partners outside of Virginia as well. Just because they are found in Virginia, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're from Virginia.
Using resources from the National Clearinghouse Name You, detectives and researchers hope technology and concern will help fill the gaps. What is his name? Who loved him? And how did he spend his last days? Now, if you believe you know the man whose remains were found in Virginia Beach 11 years ago, call the medical examiner's office at 804-786-3174. We will have that information later on wavy.com. 10 on Your Side is your local election headquarters. Today we are taking a look at advertisements on the redistricting issue that some of you are receiving, and they seem to be the source of some confusion. 10 on Your Side's Angela Mohan joins us now with a closer look.
Yes, well, I got a text today about the redistricting vote. Perhaps you've received some texts or even flyers like this in your mailbox. You see them here too. Some of you have written 10 on Your Side saying it's confusing or misleading.
Virginia, we are counting on you.
In this TV ad, former President Barack Obama urges the public to vote yes. However, this mailer being sent to Virginians has his photo on it, and it says vote no. Angela Parker says she already voted but is skeptical of the mailers.
Well, actually, this was in 2019, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. And this one's in, 2020. So it's just a tactic to confuse the people, I would say.
Dr. J.C. Richmond, an associate professor of political science at ODU, has some advice with this high-stakes vote.
There's an element of truth, but sometimes context is missing. Don't rely on a single flyer or mailer or advertisement, but try to examine the arguments being made by all sides.
Another flyer has Governor Abigail Spanberger on it with a quote from her reading, "Gerrymandering is detrimental to our democracy." 10 on Your Side looked it up. It is a quote from her, but it's from 2019. Both flyers show they're paid for by Justice for Democracy Political Action Committee. The address listed of the sender is the same as Woodfin Law offices in Williamsburg. I wrote to them. Attorney Christopher Woodfin says he's forwarding the inquiry to his client. Another voter we talked with said she plans to do more research.
I don't know how much I would go by just the flyers anyway, if I did, because I like to research it, with some real information so I have some kind of a clue about, what I'm voting for.
And at wavy.com, we have resources and more coverage on the statewide referendum on redistricting, which is set to be decided April 21st. Angela Bohan, 10 on Your Side.
Thanks, Angela. Ahead at 6, claiming self-defense, the suspect accused of killing a man at Patrick Henry Mall was in court today. We'll have the new information from the hearing. And continuing coverage of the partial government shutdown, TSA workers are expected to start getting paychecks today after weeks of going without pay. An update from the White House new at 5:30. Costly technology upgrades and budget cuts could mean the end of local television on the Eastern Shore. We'll explain why later at 5:30.
You're watching Wavy News 10 at 5:30 with Regina Mobley, Aisha Tolliver, and meteorologist Brian Michigan.
TSA agents are receiving back pay today for their work during the ongoing shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. It is now officially the longest in history, but as Gabrielle Caracciolo reports, lawmakers aren't in Washington working to end it.
Congress should come back and they should get it done.
The Trump administration is calling on lawmakers to return to Washington and figure out funding for the Department of Homeland Security.
It is the job of Congress to fund these agencies.
But it's quiet on Capitol Hill.
The House stands adjourned.
Lawmakers are scheduled to be home in their districts both this week and next, despite the longest partial government shutdown in history. DHS hasn't been fully funded since mid-February as Democrats continue demanding immigration enforcement reforms.
We believe that immigration enforcement in this country should be fair, it should be just, and it should be humane.
Before leaving for the Easter recess, senators in both parties agreed to fund the Department of Homeland Security without additional funding for ICE and Border Patrol. And the House voted in favor of funding all of the agency, immigration enforcement included. The problem is neither plan has enough support to pass the other chamber.
The Democrat Party is in the wrong here. They have voted 7 times against funding the Department of Homeland Security, which is completely egregious with everything we have going on in the world.
Each party blames the other.
Republicans have chosen to double and triple down on their extremism.
It's unclear if or when lawmakers could cut short their break at the White House's urging. They aren't scheduled to return to Washington until April 13th. In Washington, I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo.
Thanks, Gabrielle. Sports league sued. Find out who wants homeschooled students to play side by side with the children from public schools. We will hear from our Capitol Bureau coming up. And back to Martinsville. We'll recap the big race at the short track. All right, a little March Madness story for you. Should homeschool students be able to play on high school sports teams in Virginia? One Roanoke County family thinks so. They filed a lawsuit claiming rules that bar their homeschooled son from running track and field or cross country for the public high school, calling it unconstitutional. Tyler Englander walks us through the case.
Currently, the Virginia High School League, or VHSL, which governs public high school sports, requires anyone wanting to play sports to be a, quote, regular bona fide student in good standing of the school which he or she represents. Roanoke County 9th grader Samuel Palmer loves race day.
I like PRing. Just trying to get my best times in meets.
But for now, he can't cross the finish line. That's because Palmer, who is homeschooled, is prevented from lacing up his running shoes for his local public high school per rules set by the Virginia High School League, or VHSL.
I want to try to get better, and I just want to try to keep running in meets.
However, Palmer and his family are trying to change that. At a press conference Monday, the Founding Freedoms Law Center announced they filed a lawsuit on behalf of the Palmer family. They say homeschool parents pay taxes that benefit public schools and that the VHSL policy is exclusionary and unfairly burdens families who choose to homeschool their kids for religious reasons.
As Samuel's parents, we want our son to have the same opportunities as other students to participate in the sport he loves. Yet, this policy denies him equal protection under the law and prevents him from competing.
In a statement, VHSL said although they hadn't yet seen the lawsuit, quote, Our membership has chosen to limit participation in VHSL-sponsored activities to students who attend VHSL's member schools, and we are prepared to defend that policy in court if necessary. Efforts to address this issue through the legislative process have failed in recent years. Meanwhile, the Roanoke County School Board was also named as a defendant in this lawsuit. The school system told me they don't comment on matters of litigation. In Richmond, I'm Tyler Englander.
All right, thanks, Tyler. Chase Elliott took the time to outlast Denny Hamlin to win the grandfather clock and the Cookout 400 in Sunday's NASCAR Cup Series race. Jermaine Farrell wraps it all up. All the action from Martinsville Speedway.
On this Sunday here at the Martinsville Speedway, time was definitely on the side for Chase Elliott as he got his third overall grandfather clock, but his second as a Cup driver. His first one was when he was in the Truck Series. When you look at the race overall, Denny Hamlin, the Chesterfield, Virginia native, he was dominant, led most of the laps. He won the first two stages, but then in a caution situation, Chase Elliott took advantage. In the end, he had to hold off Denny Hamlin to get the win. And as you can say, tick-tock for Chase Elliott.
We were really in pretty good shape whether the caution came out or not. Caught the caution, got ourselves, to second, had a good pit stop, and was able to, race Denny there for the win. And a lot of fun, and also, gratifying to beat him too. He's so good here, and I knew he was going to keep me honest that last run, and he certainly did that. So it was, just a total team effort.
So what a day for Chase Elliott on this Sunday, winning the Cookout 400. Now the NASCAR crew, they will get a week off in the Cup Series as their next race will be in 2 weeks as they go to Bristol to race down in there. Reporting from the Martinsville Speedway here in Ridgeway, Virginia, I'm Jermaine Farrell.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Brian Michigan.
Sunny skies out there for the day today, and a little bit of a warm-up as well, and that warm-up will continue for the next 24 hours. We're going to be watching for highs tomorrow to get up maybe near 80 degrees. We're staying in the upper 70s to low 80s pretty much the entire work week. So really, really nice weather here to come across Hampton roads. Just some cumulus clouds out there right now. You can kind of see them in Williamsburg. Otherwise, we got really bright skies out there at the moment. Not tracking any rainfall either. We've got high pressure in control of our forecast here going forward. A little bit of light rain into northeastern Pennsylvania, parts of northern New Jersey. That's really all we have. The southeast coast looking really quiet as well. Temperatures right now into the low and mid 70s, 75 in Williamsburg, 73 in Hampton, 72 for Virginia Beach. 63 Wallops Island, a little bit cooler there along the eastern shore. The rest of us well into the 70s, 73 in Currituck, 75 down in Eatonton. Winds are out of the south and west, 10 to 15 miles per hour. The gusts have been higher today, upwards of 30 miles per hour, and that will be the trend going forward. Winds really not going to settle down overnight tonight or through the day tomorrow. And with that direction, keeps us mild through the evening. Temperatures dropping down into the 60s and maybe 50s late overnight tonight. Around 59 Hampton, Newport News, 58 Norfolk and Portsmouth, 57 tonight. Virginia Beach, we keep a mostly cloudy sky around. But again, it's that wind that's going to really be playing a role through the day tomorrow as well, helping to keep our temperatures above average. We'll be in the 60s along the Outer Banks to near 70 degrees, kind of surrounded by that much cooler water is going to help to influence things. Hertford tomorrow, 80, 81 in Gatesville, upper 70s to low 80s for the south side as well. Norfolk, Portsmouth, over to Smithfield, looking at 80 degrees, a little bit warmer for Suffolk into Chesapeake, cooler down along the ocean front of Virginia Beach. 60s and 70s for the eastern shore, warmer as you head west into the peninsula as Williamsburg, looking at a high of potentially around 82 for the day tomorrow. But again, the breeze out of the south and west, that remains overnight tonight. Winds 25 to 30 miles per hour. Waking up tomorrow continues to stay elevated through the afternoon and into the evening hours of our Tuesday. By Wednesday, it comes down a little bit, but it's still out of that south and southwest direction. So expect not just our temperatures to stay up, but the dew point to start to climb a little bit. It's not going to be something we can't handle. Usually in the summer, we're between that 70 and 75 range. Sometimes we'll be hovering around 60, which is very doable, but you may notice really after such a cold, dry winter that the dew points are up a little bit. Temperatures also staying up, upper 70s to low 80s, really heading through Friday and Saturday, and this will also be with dry conditions out there as well. So with the dry conditions, the wind, pollen's going to be up, you may be starting to get bothered if you're someone who really struggles with those pollen allergies. As we head into Sunday and Monday, Easter Sunday that is, our next chance for rainfall approaches with this cold front. Right now, the main timing looks to be on Monday for the most of the rainfall. And this is really the best chance we have over the next 7 days. Other than that, we're looking really quiet. On the backside, temperatures will drop back down in the 60s for highs early next week. So enjoy the warmth while we have it. Next 7 days rainfall, 1 inch to maybe 2 inches or more. If this were to happen, it would all be because of Sunday into Monday's storm system. So this is not coming through the work week. In fact, we are bone dry Tuesday all the way through Saturday with temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s all the way through Sunday before that cold front comes through, switches our wind direction around, and we're dropping back down into the 60s.
All right, thanks, Brian. Could viewers on the Eastern Shore lose access to local news channels? We'll explain how it hinges on the Accomack County budget as we continue at 5:30. And coming up all new at 6:30 on Fox 43, birthright battle, the case at the Supreme Court is hearing that could affect citizenship in the United States.
And I'm Tom Shad. Here's what we're working on for you at 6.
When you heard guilty, guilty, first-degree murder for the people who killed your son, what did you think immediately?
Why? Why is the guns got to lead to this?
This is William Corey, father of Martez. 26 years old, gunned down, the 2 people responsible found guilty, and he still wants to know why. Father wants to know why. I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, insurance hassles. Homeowners having a hard time getting their claims paid. We investigate this frustrating trend. I'll see you in just a few minutes coming up at 6 o'clock.
It looks fantastic.
Buddy, well done. Well done, Crafty.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
In a few minutes, a public hearing will begin on the Accomack County budget proposal. One of the issues expected to be addressed is the potential end of a program that allows television stations like ours to be seen over the air there. Brett Hall has more.
If you live on Virginia's Eastern Shore and are seeing me, hearing me right now, there's a chance it's because of what's going on in this building and on that tower. However, Accomack County's Board of Supervisors says budget cuts may need to end it. End what is known as the Translator Television Service.
Pony time here in Chincoteague is always the last Wednesday through Friday in July.
Since 1979, it's how those living in Accomack County have been able to watch not just Wavy TV 10, but all over-the-air stations in Hampton Roads. You see, the main over-the-air signal of most TV stations here can't reach homes in Accomack County. It's why the county owns a transmitter in Mapsville and uses it to take in a feed from cable and rebroadcast it for antenna users. However, according to the county administrator's proposed budget, the equipment is nearing the end of its operational life, and eliminating the service could save taxpayers more than $130,000. He proposes ending it at the end of the year.
A lot of people still use the translator.
Ron Wolf says he knows personally this is a bad idea. He was on the county's Board of Supervisors when they temporarily cut the service 2 decades ago, and he heard from his constituents.
You know, we're so rural. You go down a neck road, one, it is extremely costly for any kind of broadband service or streaming service. And, you know, the only reception that people have is over the airwaves of the translator. And if they do approve it and spend the money for the upgrade, it's just going to make it even better.
The county administrator says he wouldn't be available for comment until after the public hearing. Board Chair Renita Major tells me a statement will be made tonight she feels many will like. A public hearing on the budget is set for 6 o'clock at Matompkin Elementary School. In Mapsville on Virginia's Eastern Shore, Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
Now, from the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10.
Right now at 6, the spring thaw. Good evening, I'm Tom Shad. Warmer temperatures are in our future, but for how long? And will some rain wash away the pollen? Let's take you outside on this Monday night. March is winding down and the April flowers are starting to appear. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Edmondson has an early check of the forecast. Jeff?
Yeah, the cherry blossoms certainly have in Virginia Beach. We have winds that are pretty strong, though, out of the southwest right now, gusting around 20 to 30 miles an hour. It's been windy all throughout the day. It's going to stay windy tonight, tomorrow night, and also Wednesday. So we're going to see this wind out of that direction and around that wind speed continue for about the next 48 hours. Our temperatures are in the 70s right now, though. At least it's warming it up. 73 in Virginia Beach, 60 Wallops Island, 73 degrees Wakefield, 73 for Franklin, 74 degrees in Edenton. Here's a look at Super Doppler 10. A couple of clouds around our area tonight, but mostly clear skies and also a few clouds off to our west, but not tracking any rainfall now, though. For tonight, we should be looking dry. We'll see the wind stay out of the southwest now for the next couple of days. So that should mean warmer temperatures at nighttime. We won't have any frosts or freezes with lows in the 50s coming up for tonight. And then we'll also see temperatures warming up even more during the day. Highs will be climbing into the 70s during the afternoon coming up for tomorrow. Southwesterly winds, still lots of sunshine on the way. If you are doing any boating around our kind of local waterways, keep in mind when the low tide will be occurring. We're going to see some very low water around low tides with this continuous strong southwesterly wind. Maybe some impacts on the opposite end of the spectrum going to Sandbridge as that water piles up and starts to get higher. So we're going to be watching all of that and also show you when that rain chance is. It's not for a little while. We'll have that in just a bit.
I wanted to represent him and I never give up.
The pain is still deep for William Corey. His 26-year-old son Martez is gone, gunned down in June of 2024. Friday, a Hampton jury convicted 2 men for Martez Corey's death. But the questions of why still linger. Now, Andy Fox talked with his father today, and Andy has the new information in this emotional story. Andy?
Yeah, Tom, we met with him in January. He said he met with us because he wanted 2 things. He wanted justice for his son, and he wanted answers. He got the justice, not satisfied on the answers. A father's grief, unbearable. He still doesn't know why his son was killed. How frustrating is that?
It's very frustrating. It's a hole in my heart. Let me seal this hole so my family can have a closure. It's not just me. My family want to know. Everybody just want to know why. 3 letters, W-H-Y, why?
In a court hearing that convicted J.C. Butler and Re'Al Butler of the first-degree murder of 26-year-old Martez Corey. According to court testimony, Martez is sitting over there on that porch. J.C. Butler comes from the side. He's got a gun and he starts firing several times. J.C. then runs 1 block to this spot right here where Re'Al is waiting with a getaway car.
To this day, I'm still waiting for the motive, so after sentencing, I will ask why, but right now, they're in denial. They're saying it wasn't them.
The Butler brothers were convicted through circumstantial evidence. Cartridge casings found near the porch where Martez Corey was killed, found in this home. Records matched it to the Butler brothers. For now, a father gets along the best he can, broken but still standing, remembering every day what he lost.
I got a couple of his jackets. It's just like when I walk out and I look up in the sky, I know he's there. He's with my mom. He's with my dad. I'm dressed in white. He's that angel that flew away from me.
So there were 2 first-degree murder convictions, but he is still not saying justice 100%. And I asked why. You got the convictions on the murder charges. He says, because there could be an appeal. No word on that yet. We'll keep you updated. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.